I will just jump into this. I don't want to take too much of your time up today. Um, but what's happening, so like 5 years ago, you guys, I literally was taking a bath and I sat up and I was like, oh, I have an idea and I have to do this. But I haven't had the bandwidth or the capacity to do it just because I was launching RhythmWorks and all these things were going on, and then COVID hit. But COVID ended up being like the perfect time for me to pull back from everything else and refocus my resources. And we started developing this, and man, it was hard, you guys. So what it is I'm gonna share my screen with you. Let's see. You should be able to see. Um, you should be able to see my screen over here. Can you guys see that with the slides? Yes, excellent. Okay, let me jump back over here, get there. So, Teaching Artist Exchange, yay, is it is a global marketplace. So think Etsy or Amazon or Teachers Pay Teachers, something like that. But this is specifically geared towards dance teachers and studio owners. So the way it works is if you have something that you want to sell to somebody, say it's like lesson plans or tutorial videos or music or whatever it is that you offer to dance teachers, resources, coloring pages, you can create your own store on Teaching Artist Exchange and then put up your products for sale, and you can reach a global market. So one of the reasons why I did this is because I kept seeing, well, two reasons. Number one, on Facebook, I would see, does anybody know where I can find blah, 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 right? There's no like one central location that we can go to where we can find like all the things that we need for classes. And so I was like, I got to do this. I got to make this site so that it can just be like one place. You're 10 tips on how to use a hula hoop. I don't know, like fun things like that you can put up and sell to teachers anywhere around the world. And we also have a free option too if you wanted to put some free things in there as well. But let's see, hang on, I got people coming in. I got a lot of stuff going on over here. So, so that was number one. And number two, I constantly get asked from people, how do I do this? I have this idea. I want to do blah, 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 blah. I just don't know how to do it. I don't know how to package it up. I don't know how to get it out to the people. And like, let's be honest, for those of you that do have products that you're currently selling, you know that like you go through the creation process, right? But once it's created, it becomes a marketing game. And it's a constant marketing push that you have to do to keep those wheels turning, to keep new clients coming in. So with Teaching Artist Exchange, what we're hoping this will be is a place where you can put your content on here, and then we do that marketing push for you so that you're not constantly having to do all the things, because who has time for that, right? Hopefully it'll be just a way that you can just put your stuff up, service it, fulfill it, and it just kind of be more of a residual income for you guys. So I will kind of go through some things. At the end of this, we'll have a quick question and answer session. So you can either pop your questions in the chat bar, or if you want to save it till the end, I can let you get on the mic if you have a little bit, more information that you need to talk about. So I kind of went through this already, why I created it. I'm hoping that it reduces your work as far as like maintaining, as far as expenses goes. And I mean, maintaining a website to do all of your stuff on is extremely expensive. And if you're going to do things like certifications like what we do, it's a full-on business. Like it's a full-time business with multiple staff people. So that is what it is. So the way it works is you will, if you're interested, you can create your own store. You can become, we're calling it become a contributor. And it'll allow you to upload each one of your products. I'm going to go through the website in a little while, but I just kind of want to show you guys some of these things. We already have people like Acrobatic Arts and YPAD and Discover Dance, NSYNC Action Plans, IntelliDance, and of course RhythmWorks and Dance in a Box. They've all jumped on board. They've been my beta testers, so we got a little bit of stuff out of the way, but I will be honest with you. Any of you that are jumping on as founding contributors, it's going to be a little bit of a guinea pig for the first couple months as we get certain things sorted out. So here are here's the nitty gritty. I'll jump into the little nitty gritty details here. So as far as getting your store, there's 3 different options. The I guess least expensive option would be the light option. There's a $30 setup fee to set up your store. And then you're limited to 6 products totaled. So if you only have a few products, then this would be kind of a good plan for you. It's only $10 a year. And the way it works is we do a revenue split. So you would get 60% under this plan, and Teaching Artists would take, Teaching Artists Exchange would take a 40% service fee on that. Part of that service fee that we cover all of the credit card fees, so you don't have to pay any kind of credit card fees. We do like all of the RhythmWorks, what business am I talking about today? Teaching Artists Exchange, we do the advertising, we have a staff of people, so those service fees go towards covering those fees to operate the business. So that would be your light option. The next step up from that is the Pro option. So that one, there's no setup fees, and you can upload unlimited products. It is $150 a year, and with that one, your revenue split jumps up to 75%, and our service fee goes down to 25%. So it's a 75-25 split at that point. With the highest plan, which is really going to be more for people who are going to want to do a lot more advertising, this is our signature plan. This one, no setup fees, unlimited products. This one is $999 a year. But what you're going to get, and I'll show this to you in a little while, there is, on the website, there's certain carousels of different types of products, and we have one that's called the featured products, and so this is a paid thing that's included in your $999. You get to have 2 products that you can designate as featured that would show up in that category, and there's also a searchable category for featured that would pull up all of the featured products. In addition to that, you also get 2 banner placements. So 2 featured banner placements, and these are giant banners on the website. Each placement is for 1 month, so you would get 2 of those. And in your split jumps from, you get 80%, and Teaching Artists Exchange would get 20%. So those are the fees for everything. As far as fulfilling your products, you are responsible for fulfilling. The way it works, if you have a tangible product, the shipping comes to us and we pay for shipping, and then you print out the shipping label, so you don't have to worry about all of that stuff. And then you would ship it out to your customer. If it's a digital product, you can either provide a downloadable file, so when they purchase it, they just download it. It's easy. Or you can have a link, so if you want to send them to like a gated website with information, you can include that link that it would take them to that. Or if it's a service-oriented business, you can choose service-oriented, and once they purchase that, then you would contact them to set up the appointments and things like that. So that is fulfilling orders. As far as taxes go, this one, I spent so long trying to wrap my head around this, but there's actually rules about this, and I got really excited about it. We are headquartered in the state of Florida. So any sales to anyone in the state of Florida would be charged taxes, but those taxes come to us, and Teaching Artist Exchange handles paying those taxes. For anyone else and anywhere in the world, if you're selling to someone outside of the state of Florida, we don't have to charge taxes. So I don't know how that works, but I was told, I was like, even in like UK and foreign countries, they're like, yeah, because it's the business that is selling this is Teaching Artist Exchange, and it is the marketplace rules say that wherever it's headquartered, that's the place where we pay taxes. So we will handle those taxes. Now, if we start to get to a point where, say, we're selling over $100,000 in Utah, then we have to start charging taxes in Utah. But again, that doesn't affect you. That goes straight through us. We handle everything for you. It's going to be fun for our accounting department, which would be me. I'm the accounting department. So those are our plan options there. Let me jump to the next slide if I can get there. Come here, friend. Okay, so this is something else really cool, you guys. So one of my issues was, I was like, okay, obviously anybody can put anything on here, right? But we want teachers to know that there are certain products that have been vetted, that have been looked at by expert professionals in that field, and those people have given it a thumbs up. So we created something called the Teaching Artist Exchange Trusted Product. And with that, you can actually submit an application for the product to go through a vetting system. So for example, if it's a course or a webinar, we go through, we watch it, we hire an actual professional in your genre, and they look at it and they will either give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And if you get a thumbs up, then you actually get the Teaching Artist Exchange Trusted Product logo on that product, and you become part of a searchable category called Trusted Products. So that I think is a really great way for our teachers to know, okay, this, it's not just some Joe Blow who like uploaded this random tutorial video that's going to hurt my kids. This is something that we've looked at it. It's safe, it's relevant, it's appropriate. And it's technically sound. So that is the trusted product. The way that you would file, there's an application, but there's a fee that's involved with it because we do hire people to vet this. If it's something that is like a simple tangible product or a simple digital product, maybe like coloring pages, like a coloring book, or activity posters, props, video tutorials that are like less than 10 minutes, then it's $150 per product that you want to get approved. If you have something like lesson plans, video tutorials that are more like 11 minutes or longer, webinars, or continuing education that would be 4 hours or less, then that is a $250 application fee. And then if you have something like a continuing education that is more than 4 hours, certification, coaching services, workshop registrations, like if you're selling a workshop or event or something like that and you want to get that approved, and that's a $400 application. What I modeled this off of, RhythmWorks is an approved provider for continuing education credits for the American Occupational Therapy Association and many other therapy associations. And they literally, like, they make you jump through some hoops, I'm not gonna lie. You really have to put a lot of thought into, like, what are your learning objectives? What key points are you making in these videos? But it comes with a credibility that you can say, hey, look, I've been through this process and it has been vetted by industry professionals and peer reviewed, and it's been given the thumbs up. So that is our teaching, that is our Teaching Artist Exchange Trusted Product. So I think that is the end of this presentation. I am going to stop sharing right now, and I want to share with you the website. This is the first time we're showing people the website, you guys. Very exciting. Okay, did this work? Can you guys see the website right now? Yes. Okay. So this is Teaching Artist Exchange here. These are all of our categories here. So trusted products, this is the one I told you guys about just a second ago, the featured products here. Trending, so these are the things you can't do anything to get into this category other than have people view your products. This is the way to get into this category. The most, I guess it's a popularity contest to get into the trending category. We have free items. I think free items are really great if you maybe you're not as known in the industry, and if you want to kind of get yourself out there and provide some free things to entice people to look at your paid products. Maybe putting up some free things in this category would be a really great idea. In order to get into this category, you just have to put $0 in the price of the product. We have apparel. We have books. So I know a lot of people are asking about books, and I know a lot of people have written books, which is really excited. So this would be your category. We have digital teaching tools here. Let's go back here. Professional development, so we have webinars and podcasts and certifications, instructional videos, so people can search by genre, lesson plans, people can search by genre, music. So this is not if you are editing music to sell. This is if you create original music. So, if you have music for a ballet class, or if you have really cool instrumental beats that you create, this is where you can put that music right there. Tangible teaching tools would be things that you actually have to mail to somebody. And then you can also search by store. So if I'm looking for the IntelliDance store and I want to see what IntelliDance has to offer, I can go to search stores and look for the IntelliDance store. It'll take me to only their products there. Then we have some facts and some contact us. But as you scroll down, you'll see trending here. So here's our popularity contest right here. Lots of people looking at Hip Hop in a Box and 1, 2, 3 Dance. I wonder why, because we've been working on the products. This is that banner that's part of the $999 per year advertising package, the signature package. So you get your products here, and it's featured with your logo, and this will take you straight to the product listing. Can you guys hear me? My internet is unstable. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, we're a little delayed, but okay. The next thing is the trusted products. So this would be all of the trusted products, the people that have gotten through the vetting process here. If you want to become a contributor, you can create your store here. This talks about our trusted products again. We can shop by category here, and it just goes through a little bit of explanation down here. But a product, if you kind of want to see what a product would look like, let's go here. And here's your product. You have your pricing. You can add it to cart. If it's a trusted product, it gets the logo here as well. You can ask questions. People can review. There's some you may also like information here, recently viewed. So that would be your product. Now, I want to kind of show you real quick what your store would look like. On the store, this is your back end. You have your dashboard. There's different ways to configure a bunch of different things here, but the main thing is your product listings. So from here, you can add your product, and as you add your product, let's just click add product here. What I want to say real quick is that add your images last. Enter all of your information, save it, and then go back and add your images here. So you would choose the type of product. Normal product is something that has to get shipped, so it's a tangible product. Digital product would be something that's available online. You give it a name. This type right here, you would choose from one of these drop-down lists here. You give it a description. The product tags here, this is where you can get put into certain different categories. So we want to make sure that you're going into the right categories, and that is something that we do check because we do have to approve the product before it goes live. We just want to make sure there's nothing like scandalous or just really wrong going on. But these would be the tags that you would choose that would get you into those searchable categories. If you have a certain policy, like if it's a digital policy, our policy is we do not refund on digital products. If it's a tangible product, there's a 2-week or 14-day window of opportunity to return. If it's a shippable product, you would put down the weights and the shipping methods and the sizes. We use UPS as our shipping provider because that was the only one that we could really find that was global. Pricing details, inventory information. This is kind of all the back end stuff. If you don't want to track inventory, make sure to change this to don't track inventory. And if you do have products that have variations, so maybe you're selling apparel, like maybe you have a shirt and there's like 4 different color shirts, you can add the variations here so people can see the different types of variations you have. And then once you're done, save that, add your pictures. You can add a product handle. There's explanations here that go through what those things are, and save it. And then once we approve it, it's up right away. So so that's kind of that in a nutshell, you guys. I'm gonna stop sharing again and see if does anybody have any questions at this point. If you have any questions, let me get to gallery view. Just raise your hand, and I can answer some questions for you. Service-oriented products, as far as like coaching goes, we're not yet ready to put up coaching yet, but that is going to come soon. So we're just working out a couple of little kinks there. But let's see, just start it off. Let's go to program templates with ad management. What category would that go in? Would you consider doing a business tools category? Yes, we can definitely do a business tools category for sure. And you know what, let me make myself a note to have our person add business tools. Good suggestion. I like that. Yes, good. Any other questions, you guys? Yes, Miss Fiona, you can unmute yourself.
Miss Fiona, I love that. I was just wondering about the.
Hang on real quick. I just realized my sound is right here. Go for it.
I love the idea of the trusted product thing. I think that's excellent. I just was a little bit concerned that but the whole thing looks amazing. I was just a bit concerned about there could be conflicts of interest, like if you've got someone else in the industry, obviously it needs to be reviewing the product. It's quite possible if they're an expert, someone that also sells a similar thing.
We wouldn't put anyone reviewing that would be in direct competition with you if they're selling. It would be more of like if you're gonna sell, you know, a hip hop tutorial video, then I'm gonna get someone who's a hip hop expert who does not have anything to sell, who wouldn't be directly competing against you. So yes, but yes, I mean,
would I know who it was?
Not necessarily, unless there's some feedback. Like if there are some things that you need to go back and forth with that person on that you might need to adjust or change or clarify, then in that case there may be. But for the most part, no.
Sounds really good. Really excited.
I'm so excited about this, you guys. You have no idea. I swear, every day, like for the past year, every day, 3 times a day, I'm like, I quit. I can't do it. It's too hard. But we made it through. We did it. All right. Yeah, I'm so excited. You guys are excited. Who do we reach out to if we have specific questions about our product? So the email is hello@teachingartistexchange.com. hello@teachingartistexchange.com. And you can send me and the team questions or emails there. If you want to get your store started, just go to teachingartistexchange.com and you can click on become a contributor and get started. Let's see, what else? Do you allow products to be posted on Teaching Artists Exchange and also other sites? Absolutely. Yes. What we don't want to happen, you guys, is, you to sell a product and then refund the product and have them circumvent, right? So, it's ethics. So hopefully everybody's ethical about it. I understand with like coaching, things like that, your first appointment may come through us, but then after that, they likely won't come through us. I understand that. But yeah, because all of my products are for sale on Teaching Artist Exchange, but I also have my own websites for those products as well. But yeah, it's a way for you guys just to get out there to a global market, to so many people. We have, almost 13,000 people, 13,000 teachers that we are in direct contact with. So, and that's just direct contact. That's not our advertising reach. Yay! Thanks, Erin. She said, "I'm so excited to see this come alive." For those of those people that are close to me, I've been talking about this for the longest time, and I'm like, it's coming, and then finally it did. Any other questions, you guys? Yay! Come on. I'm sure you got questions. Anybody? Do. So here's the deal. I am going to be at Dance Teacher Web and Dance Teacher Life conferences next week. So I start on July 23rd. And this July 23rd is going to be our big global customer launch. So I would love it if this is something that you are interested in, you have products ready to go, if you can get your stores set up ASAP. And that way, when people are at the conference and they're searching through everything, your products are going to be on that, on the list to see. So yes, if you guys can do that quickly, that would be wonderful. So how do I plan on driving awareness to the site? I am investing about $20,000 into advertising. That's going to go to, and that's just for the first 6 months. That's going into Facebook, that is newsletters, that's magazine advertising, conferences. I've already been asked to do some presentations to private membership groups as well. And, so Facebook, I talked about Facebook, but, doing paid advertisement, but also doing just my personal reach as well on Instagram. So yeah, that's where we're going to start. I'm open to other suggestions, but we're pretty tied in with a lot of membership sites as well, membership providers for business owners. So reaching out to their membership as well. Good question. Any other questions? So let's see. Can you upgrade during the year? Yes, you can. Yes. Oh, and I also want to say, you guys, for anyone that's getting started within the next couple weeks, there is a 2-month trial period where you don't have to pay that initial fee. After the 2 months, that's when the annual fee would start. Because we're just getting people going, and I didn't want to have to charge you guys for months of membership fees if we only have a few people looking at the site. So I figured a 2-month ramp up would be really good. And yeah, let's see what else. So yes, you can upgrade during the year. When you go to your backend portal, there is a link to I think that you go to your account and you can upgrade your account there. Yay! Susan's getting started tonight. Yay! You're very welcome. She said, "Thank you for your hard work." All right, so good stuff. Any other questions? But let's see, would there be a way to pay over a few months, or for the pros, it's always $150 a month. There's no way to split it up. Yeah. So there's been some some challenges with those things, and that is one of them, that it has to be a one-time payment, unfortunately. All right. Other questions? Pop them in there. Raise your hands. Ask them. Is there guidelines on what to charge for our products? There are not guidelines. If you have questions, you can always reach out to me. What I would suggest doing is looking at potential competition and what they're offering, like what's included. Really look at what's included in their offerings and what you're including. It's always going to differ, and just make sure that you're adjusting appropriately from there. Um, with certifications, like with me, the way we price is roughly about $32 an hour for the certification. So it's right around there. So if it's a 17-hour certification, then you multiply that, and we usually round up or down depending on where that ends. Let's see what else. Cool. How often will you receive payments? That is really great. So say a payment or a purchase was made in July, you will get paid out by the 15th of July, August, so the month after. So you get paid out once a month, and this is through PayPal. So you'll if you have a PayPal business account, it'll just automatically get deposited into your PayPal account. Now, if you are in a different country, we pay out in US dollars. So it would be your responsibility to convert that to whatever your native currency is. And that gives us a 2-week, I would recommend, if you're going to do refunds on tangible products, do a 2-week window. That way, if somebody gets a refund on something, it will have been done before we pay out on it. Good questions, you guys. I'm trying to think of what else. If you have if you have a refund that you do need to process, either you or the customer has to contact us, and then we approve it through you, and then we initiate the refund on our end. What else do I have to tell you? I don't know. So much. We got our Teaching Artist Exchange shirts. Woohoo! So yeah, I'm really excited to launch this. Dance Teacher Web will be our first conference we go to in Vegas, and the booth is Teaching Artist Exchange, and it has a couple of featured products that are there. And then we go to Dance Teacher Web, and then we hit the ground running after that. So hopefully this all makes sense to you. I would love, love, love to hit my goal of having 100 products by next Friday. So if anybody wants to participate in that, that would be great. I would be so appreciative of that. I just want people to see that, hey, we can go to this website and there's like a plethora of all kinds of different things that that they can search for. And the goal is that this becomes the place to go. If somebody needs education, if somebody needs coloring books, or if somebody needs a planner, or somebody needs music, or props, or if you make custom made costumes, whatever it is, if you make props and sell those props, we want this to be the first place people go to look for it. So it'll be the Amazon of the dance world. Yay! All right, let's see. You mentioned a few ways to handle digital products. Can you discuss the best and easiest for the customer? So there's a couple of options, and there's pros and cons about this. So the first one would be like the file download. So if you're selling lesson plans and they purchase it, then they just get the file download. The thing with that is once it's downloaded, you lose control of it, right? So it's the easiest way for everybody. It's no work on your end because it automatically happens. The magical wizards of the internet do it. But you lose control of that file. The other way is if you have like a gated website. So like for us, we have some lesson plans that are gated. And what they do is once they purchase it, they're going to get an email with instructions on how to access the URL. So they'll get the URL, and then they get a different email that has here's how you do it. We have to initiate that email, so there's a little extra work on our side, but we maintain those files. Now, of course, people can record screens and do whatever they want to do these days. It's really easy, but hopefully most people won't do that. So that would be the URL side where you provide access to a web page or an app or something like that. The other one is the service oriented. So in that one, when somebody purchases that, then they don't get a download, they don't get a URL. You will need to reach out to them and say, hey, let's set up a meeting to do whatever it is that you just purchased. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. Let's see here. Will you allow for multiple people selling a similar product? Is several people selling planners? Yes. So there will be this, we're not going to be exclusive. This is an open marketplace so that people can look at what's out there and choose what works best for them. And to be honest with you guys, I don't know any person who is like, as far as certifications go, I don't know anyone who's like doing just one certification. Even people who offer coaching services. Very few people I know only go to one coach. They have multiple coaches they go to. So, I would imagine that if somebody's looking for, preschool ballet curriculum, that they're going to buy this one curriculum this year, and then they're going to buy another curriculum, and then they're going to buy another curriculum, and they end up meshing them together and making their own thing for what works for them, which I think is awesome. So that it will be completely open. Any other questions you guys can think of? No? All right. Thank you guys so much for jumping on here and listening. I'm going to get this out to everybody else who couldn't join us today. But spread the word, you guys. If you know any teachers who are the creative types and have something to offer, send them this, teachingartistexchange.com, and they can become a contributor. So there's a little, on the top right side, it says become a contributor. You can scroll down and get that big picture. And then we'll launch this to teachers really soon. For those of you that have ideas but no physical products, I will be, my next 5.0 phase of this is that we will be offering coaching services to people who want to create their own products but don't know how to, as far as branding and packaging and distribution and manufacturing and things like that. So I'll make that announcement at some point once I get past this conference season. But that will be available for anyone who needs help as well. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. Very exciting. And let's get 100 products on here. Yeah? July 23rd. That's your deadline. If you need any help during the process of uploading your information, just email me at hello@teachingartistexchange.com, and I will help you out. We're here to help. All right, you guys. Thank you so much and have a nice day. Bye.